how do Border Patrol agents who have legitimately made it their life's work to secure our border feel when their so-called leader, the Secretary of Homeland Security, rewards their hard work by slandering them as systemically racist?
It's a kick in the gut. And I'd like to point out that that followed the Secretary going on national TV and declaring that the border was secure. So his credibility was already challenged, but that second kick in the gut really damaged morale beyond anything that could be imagined.
Thank you. And I think what was important, you said in your opening statement, that this is not about policy. It's about his legal duty and the fact that he took an oath. And I said when he was here that you take an oath to defend and protect the Constitution, you protect our nation's borders, and that's what he should be doing. From the moment he wakes up in the morning to the moment he closes his eyes in his bed, he should be working every second to protect this great nation. I think it's clear from today's hearing that Secretary Mayorkas has been derelict in his duties to secure the homeland, but also derelict in his ability to protect CBP agents and DHS employees. Both Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz and National Border Patrol Council Vice President Chris Cabrera recently told Congress that 17 CBP personnel committed suicide in 2022, the highest total in over a decade. How has Mayorkas' unprecedented border crisis affected the lives and families of our Border Patrol agents?
I'm hesitant to blame the border crisis on any specific death or suicide, but I want people to think about this. Every law enforcement agency out there has to make decisions. He misses birthdays, he misses soccer games just because of the schedules they work. There's a lot of family tension. But historically, that officer's been able to go home and say, I'm protecting America. I'm doing this so that our kids can have a better life. This administration makes Border Patrol agents and many CBP officers feel like smugglers. They no longer have that intrinsic mission that they can justify to their spouse, to their kids, of why they miss those important events. I believe that has cascading effects in many areas and can potentially be a factor in this suicide.
And I agree with you, and I think that someone who came from law enforcement, there's nothing more important than knowing that your leader, or so-called leader, has your back. And when you go to work every day and realize that the control at the border is no longer in your control, but now in the control of cartels, it makes your life more difficult. 17 CBP suicides in 1 year is absolutely intolerable. Do you believe that Secretary Mayorkas has been derelict in his handling of the crisis among the Border Patrol agents? And I don't just mean the policies along the border, but the way that he's treating the men and women who put on that uniform, the men and women who stand that line, the men and women who want to protect our points of entry.
I believe he's derelict, and I'll go back to the Horse Patrol incident in Del Rio. You know, everybody focuses on the first allegation that was proved wrong very, very quickly. Yet behind the scenes, Secretary Mayorkas still moved to take disciplinary action against those agents for doing nothing but trying to prevent the illegal entry of aliens into this country right in front of them, which is their job. When he disciplined those agents, that sent a resounding message throughout the entire workforce that not only did he not have your back, he was out for you.
I agree. Listen, when so-called leaders, and we've seen it in the state where I'm from, when you take the handcuffs from the police, when you take the handcuffs from their belt and actually handcuff the police and give criminals, and in this case, cartels, more resources, things need to change. And I appreciate your service.